Hi everybody, it's Steven from the Fragrance Lair. I know I've been gone since like March, but I'm back and hopefully you're going to be getting some new fragrances along with the samples I have in this video. So today I'm going to be sampling some stuff from my good friend Victor from Zoologist. He sent me 8 samples, so I'm very excited, and I think I'm going to actually, what? No, I'm not. I was planning on breaking it into two different parts, but I'm just going to do it all in one video. So, first things first, he sent me a wonderful note, and I figured I'd read it just to show his character and just he's more than a fragrance creator. Victor, he's a very good person, and here it goes. Dear Steven, thank you for taking the time to test my fragrances. I hope you will find them unique and interesting. Best regards, Victor from Zoologist. He even has the own personalized note with all the animals and stuff. Very nice and meaningful, and it shows that what he does is more than just a business. It's a passion, and he cares about the art behind the fragrances and the people who smell them. So, okay, without further ado, let's get into the samples, with the first one being Hummingbird. Right here, I'll read the little pamphlet inside. So these are all, I believe, eau de parfums. So, yeah. Hummingbird. Hummingbird eau de parfum mingles light floral tones with delectable fruity nectars to create a harmonious balance. This Diaphasis scent, oh my god, Diaphasis scent alights upon you in a pastel bouquet of honeysuckle, mimosa, lilac, and peonies, with just the lightest dusting of natural sugars found in pear, cherry, and honey. A finishing dollop of velvety whipped cream melds the tantalizing notes, completing this irresistible and opulent perfume. And apparently, yeah, I think it's all on these. None of these fragrances do not use any animal products, so they're all made without using animals. So the notes on this, the top notes: apple, cherry, citrus, lilac, nougat, pear, plum, rose, and violet leaf. The base is, the heart notes: honey, honeysuckle, lilac, mimosa, peony, tulip, and lang. And the base is amber, cream, coumarin, moss, musk, sandalwood, and white woods. I apologize previously and continuously for any words I mispronounce. I'm not here trying to be the best. I'm here just trying to show you my passion and having a good time. So if I mispronounce something, I apologize. But let's get into the sample of Hummingbird and see what I think. So the base is not the base. The top is definitely going to be centered around, in my opinion, fruits and more darker florals, which is going to be nice, and I can't wait to see it. There's the vial, by the way, a very nice size, generously given to me. Thank goodness for the people like him out there. That's enough for now, let me see. Ooh, right off the top, you get a really strong and authentic, like you get the cherry, almost like a dark, it's the black cherry with the apple, and you get rose coming through with a little bit of the violet leaf and plum. It's a really nice crafted fragrance. It's something I can definitely enjoy wearing, but I don't see myself dying to wear. It's definitely authentic and has a lot of great qualities to it. You get a lot of the rose and it mingles with the apple and the cherry out of all the top notes so far. And it's a really nice, well done fragrance in my opinion. So Hummingbird is definitely enjoyable. Not necessarily the biggest hit for me out of all samples I've had, but definitely I could tell the quality behind it and the artsmanship. So kudos to him on that one. Definitely enjoyable. It's fresh. It's definitely clean. There's nothing really alarming in this that could turn people off. I could definitely see myself wearing this, but not top of the list. So Hummingbird, that's my quick opinions on that. Let's get that back in the pamphlet. It's definitely really nice. You get the apple, the cherry, and the rose coming through. And as it dies down, I'll be able to pick apart more from it. And hopefully getting a lot more florals to see how that goes. And also you get a little bit of honey that mingles. Not much, but a little. Definitely a really nice fragrance. Not my personal preference, but definitely enjoyable. It's not going to turn anybody off, I don't think. It might not be someone's cup of tea, but it's not a turn off in my opinion. Let's put that down here. Next up, we're going to take a look at no, I want to save that one. We'll do this one. Next one is Macaw. Here it is. I'll read the pamphlet. High upon the mountain, a group of macaws rest and play. The young mentored by exacting elders inside a solemn temple in the ancient mossy forest below. A ceremony takes place. A quest for inner peace. Frankincense, oud, and jasmine tea chant in meditative harmony, their light florals and sweet offerings falling into rhythm with sweeping aromas of nature. Observing the macaws' orderly, hierarchical society, we can almost see our own hopes mirrored in their eyes. Now, between the description and the slight notes I got, I'm thrilled for this one. The top is apple, red mandarin, and cedar. The heart notes, which is something I'm looking forward to smelling, is galbanum, frankincense, jasmine tea, ylang ylang, and rose. So, let's get into it. Wait, now in the base, cedar moss, green tea, white oud, and musk. Let's see. I'm really interested in seeing this one. Let's crack it open, okay? And see my quick opinions on this. 1, 2, okay. There we go. Oh boy, it's dripping, dripping, dripping. On the base, on the first, not the base, what's wrong with me today? I haven't done videos in a while, you could tell. The top is slightly dirty, very, very slight, but also uplifting at the same time. It's definitely very unique and something I don't think I smelled, which I'm happy to really have this. It's definitely unique. The cedar's coming through in a good fashion. Also, I'm getting a little bit of the heart as well, with the frankincense and the galbanum and stuff like that. It's definitely very unique. Once again, is this at the top of the pyramid for me of enjoyment? I'm leaning towards no, but as it's sitting on my skin, it's definitely getting more enjoyable. So, but what's the other one? Hummingbird, on the other hand, is growing on my skin and becoming more enjoyable, and the base of the softer florals are coming through with the honey. So, but Macaw is definitely nice. What I say, I think this is a little more. This could turn more people off with the different notes. Is it turning me off? No. Is it turning me on? No. It's a mid-ground fragrance for me in terms of enjoyment. The passion and the artistry and the stuff is outstanding, though, don't get me wrong. But as it's drying down, I'm starting to pick apart a little more enjoyment for me and getting more enjoyment out of it. The top was a little iffy for me. But as it's starting to settle on my skin, it's becoming a lot nicer for me to smell. So that's my quick opinions on Macaw. Put that back in the pamphlet and get on to the next one. So far, they're both definitely two great fragrances I look forward to wearing and seeing how they develop in my head and on my skin as time goes by. 6 more to go. We're going to smell Panda. Designer's favorite fragrance probably. Hip-hop reference right there. Right here. Here's Panda. Here we go. And let's talk about Panda. Panda Eau de Parfum is a fresh green fragrance that combines the delightful scents of bamboo and sisu leaves to send you on an unforgettable aromatic adventure. Your journey begins at a quaint Sichuan pepper farm surrounded by mountain streams and then leads you through a forest of osmanthus flowers as you finally make your way into a cozy garden filled with juicy mandarin trees and blooming lilas. Panda is a scent ensemble that will truly awaken and rejuvenate your senses. Now, so far, I'm definitely curious to see the Szechuan pepper because I do believe, I could be wrong, as Szechuan pepper is in Mabausin, over the one I have over there for M Generation. There we go, M Generation, I believe, and I enjoyed that greatly. So I'm looking forward to this. And let's get into the notes. The notes for this one is citron, bamboo, Szechuan pepper, green tea, sisu leaves, mandarin. The heart notes is osmanthus, orange blossom, lilies, mimosa, and incense. Base notes is sandalwood, pimu root, cedar, fresh musk, and vetiver. A lot of interesting stuff in here, and I'm a bit worried because a lot of these notes I have little experience with, so I'm just going to try my best. That's all I can do. I never said I was perfect, I never said I was the best. If you can't tolerate my lack of knowledge in the field, I apologize, but this is just my passion, and I'm not trying to impress anybody. So let's get into Panda and see what I think. Okay, here we go. Right off the bat, I do get a real earthy quality to it, with slight spice from the Szechuan Slight. Not necessarily an overpowering blast. I was hoping Szechuan would be more focused, but yet again, it's Panda, and Bamboo is seeming to be a front runner in this. It's probably so far, out of the three I've sampled, the most wearable out of the three, where it doesn't seem to really, it's not going to invoke any terror in anybody or any disgust. It's just going to be, it's a really pleasant fragrance. So that's my opinion on this so far. And I'm not, out of the three, this might be my least favorite so far, but yet again, it blows out the competition of a lot of other fragrances in terms of ingenuity, creativity, originality, and quality. So those are my quick opinions on Panda. Let's get into the next one and see what we got going on over here. So far, Hummingbird's in the lead, followed by Macaw, then Panda, but I'm saving this arm for the fragrances on the notes I'm a lot more intrigued for. So let's see, next one we're going to do is Nightingale, and then we're going to get on to, for me, the fragrances I'm very excited to see what's going on. So, Nightingale, let's read it. Zoologist captures the onset of the Japanese spring through Nightingale, a pink floral chypre that will melt your heart. It opens with rich scents of saffron and rosy, powdery, tart Japanese plum blossoms, enveloping the core of the perfume like a luxurious silk kimono. Deep, warm aromas of oud, patchouli, moss, incense, and ambergris seek to escape, seeping from the ruddy petals to create a composition that's complex and at the same time simply desirable, with the top notes being bergamot, lemon, saffron, heart, Japanese plum blossom, red rose, violet. The base, which is I'm really excited to really get a look at, ambergris, oud, frankincense, labdanum, moss, patchouli, sandalwood, and white musk. So let's get into it. And I also, again, I do apologize if not coming off the most professional, the most knowledgeable, the biggest fragrance wordsmith, but I'm just doing what I enjoy. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just sharing my passion. So let's get into Nightingale. And also, Victor, I really do appreciate the fragrance samples, and you're definitely one of the gems in the community. So let's get into it and see what we got going on here. Oof. Wow. Nightingale. Definitely probably the most potent of the four so far. And that's definitely coming from the lemon saffron combination here. Woof. Gorgeous. The combination of the saffron and lemon really give a vibrance to it. It's almost an effervescent quality. It's definitely, you get the tartness that was mentioned in the description from the Japanese plum blossoms as well, which live in the base, in the heart, so that's coming through. Very tart, strong. It's definitely not dark by any means of the imagination so far, but it's also not light. It's a fresh, heavy fragrance that would be nice, I think, for the spring. Or even you could pull it off in the winter and the fall. But this is definitely something you would be definitely careful with in the summer. Or not even really reach for it, depending on how many sprays. But in general, it's very strong. The lemon, the bergamot, and saffron are coming through. It's nice. I enjoy it. So far, to be honest, out of all the four fragrances, Hummingbird is leaps and bounds so far my most enjoyable fragrance. And the rest of them are also enjoyable. I can definitely enjoy wearing them, and it's an art adventure for me. So those are my quick impressions on Nightingale right here. Let's get into the next wave of fragrances, which I'm expecting to be a lot more dark and challenging. So let's get into Rhinoceros. Why not? Okay, let's read this one. Rhinoceros Eau de Parfum establishes itself with a dry, slightly boozy rum note. Like heat shimmering on the still savanna, the air crackles with lavender and sage. A warm breeze carries a scent of leather and rich tobacco. In the distance, a rugged, dignified behemoth contemplates the vast expanse, while amber, vetiver smoke, and sandalwood drift on the horizon, with top notes being rum, bergamot, lavender, elemi, sage, armoise, and conifer needles. Oh boy. Heart notes being tobacco, cedar, geranium, pinewood, agarwood, and immortelle, with the base carrying sandalwood, amber, smoke, musk, and leather. This one seems really nice, so I can't wait to spray this. Let's get it on the skin and see what we're doing. My bracelet's in the way. Okay, let's get cracking. Where did I spray that? I don't even know. There it is. I can't spray right now. I'm screwing myself. Woo! Wowie. This one is what it's almost like a, holy shit. You definitely get a lot of rum in this too. Ooh. That's beautiful. This is what we're talking about. This armor is already, this one blew out Hummingbird for me. Oof. Holy shit, that the darkness and the leather here is so rich and almost slightly chocolatey, but not, don't think this is a gourmand. It's just the smoke. Oh my goodness gracious. This is up there with Mona del Oreo and Curie enjoyment for me. The leatheriness is so great. You get leather, which is, and then the rum too, and just tobacco and everything in this. But it's not, it's so masculine, it's so rugged like it said, but at the same time, it's not, it doesn't come off as unwearable. I feel comfortable wearing this in public and not scaring too many people, but I don't care about them, I care about me, and this stuff is bombastic. Rhinoceros is blowing out the competition right now. Whew. I don't even want to smell Hummingbird no more. Hummingbird's nice, but Rhino is my cup of tea. Amazing stuff. So far, Rhino wins this sample video by a mile. Victor, you did great on every fragrance so far, but Rhinoceros, for people like me, you floored me, my friend. Everything in here is just breathtaking. I can't with this fragrance. I gotta move on to the next one, because if I keep going, I'll forget about everything else. So, Rhinoceros, grade A stuff. Simply amazing. It's the best one so far, no question. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Next thing we got Bat right here. Let's read it. Damn, Rhino is so freaking great. Jeez Louise. Here's Bat. I remember hearing about this and really intrigued by the top notes, so let's get into it. Bat. Zoologist Bat Eau de Parfum escorts you on an odyssey through the night. This unique olfactory experience carries you with the fruit bat to a sumptuous feast in a lush tropical jungle, before whisking you down to the recesses of its carnivorous home, ca cavernous home. Sweet figs and soft fruits ensnare you with addictive notes and beckon you deep with the primordial mineral scents that evoke a rugged enclosure redolent with hints of damp soil and vegetal roots, allowing you to hang draped in pitch black as alluring musk waft over you with every unfolding of the thousands of leathery wings that surround you. Oof! And with the top notes being banana, soft fruits, and damp earth, heart being fig, tropical notes, mineral notes, myrrh, resins, and vegetal roots, with the base being fairy musks, leather, vetiver, sandalwood, and tonka. That hummingbird is still, it's almost like I insulted hummingbird, so it's getting better because but rhino's still the top of the crop for me. So let's spray bat. Bat's gonna have a hard time living up to everything else I sprayed so far. Let's do that right. Make sure I spray it right. There we go. Off the top, the banana's swinging in, but a dirty banana, so it's like dropping a banana in soil. And my expectations for this, I was more or less intrigued and interested on the notes. Come on, get in there. But I'm being left with a dirty banana milkshake, and it's wonderful. It's so nice. It's a great banana fragrance, but it's not even a banana fragrance. Don't think of it as that, because if you hear banana and you go buying it thinking it's banana, you're not going to be happy because it ain't bananas. It might make you go bananas, but it's not your typical banana fragrance, if that makes sense. It has a lot of detectable banana, but with other stuff being the dirt, you get a lot. Oh, you get the fruits, you get the myrrh, you get the dirt, you get the everything. So far, I think so far it's rhino, bat, and then hummingbird in the top three, while the rest are kind of fighting amongst each other for places. While these three are standouts. Bat is definitely enjoyable, but rhino is still my baby. And hummingbird too is really comforting. It's like makes me feel relaxed and peaceful. So I don't know, man. These are really the first one, rhino and bat have been bonkers for me. Ooh. All right, that was bat. Another back-to-back stunners for me. Rhino is the biggest stunner, but bat is close. Rhino is an easy first, and then bat and hummingbird are tangling with second. Like, they're both closer to second than they are the third. So now for Beaver, he sent me the original formulation and the new formulation. Now I'm gonna start off with the old formula. I don't know if he changed the description on this. Yes, he did. So let's start off with the old one. Okay, let's start. Okay. A river pools in the clearing of a peaceful wood. Wildflowers mingle in the undergrowth. This is where the beaver build their kingdom. Beaver Eau de Parfum opens with a breath of linden blossom and fresh air, trailed by a redolent infusion of castoreum and iris. A whisper of vanilla interweaves with earth and smoke. Finally, crisp cedar wood and ash emerged, bathed in warm amber, with the top notes being linden blossom, fresh air, musk, light citrus. The heart notes being castoreum, iris, vanilla smoke, and undergrowth, and the base notes being animal musk, ash, cedar, and amber. So let's spray it on. Beaver has been the one I've been looking forward to the most. While Rhino, I didn't really have on my radar, and now Rhino is just freaking great. So let's spray on the original formula of Beaver. Wow. Okay. Definitely, it's challenging, but it wasn't as You definitely get the top notes here more than you get the bass and the heart. While you can, the castoreum and the nature of that is trying to come through, but it's not coming through to the extent that I was hoping. But yet again, later on, it could come through a lot more intense. But as of now, it's kind of, it has a fresh appeal with a slight, almost unearthing of the depths to it for me. So that's the original Beaver. I'm hoping that the new formulation is maybe a tad more challenging, but we will see. So let's get into the new formula because we're running on 25 minutes plus. Victor, I'm once again from Zoologist very happy. I'm so grateful right now. You've done miracles for me because this has been a journey in which I've never been on. I'm so happy as a fragrance person right now. So let's get on the new formula with a new description. Beaver Eau de Parfum invites you to slip away to a cozy family lodge. A tranquil river encloses the den in its rippling embrace as it glides beneath the blossoms of lush linden trees lining the banks. The breezy aroma of the green floral grove washes over you, just before you duck inside to be welcomed by leathery hints of musky castoreum as it mingles with the moist, woody notes of freshly hewn timber. It strikes you just how sexy and dapper this perfume is. And as you sink into it, letting yourself be enfolded in its surprising elegance, with the top notes being fresh outdoor air, linden blossom, wood shavings, wild vegetation, with the heart being damp air, dry wood, light musk and water, and base notes being heavy musk, dark woods, vanilla, amber, castoreum, and leather. I don't even think the original had the wood shavings or the leather. Did it? No, it did not. It had no leather, and it didn't have the wood shavings. So I am banking on the new formulation. Oh, stupid camera, come on. The new formulation being more enjoyable for me. Not in general, just for me. So where am I going to spray this? I'm running out of space. I will spray it. Well, I'll spray it up here. Okay. Let's see. I think the new uh the new formula seems to be a bit more fresher and also, excuse me, and also coming. I'm also getting some of the wood shavings as well. I can tell you this right now that out of the 8 samples I just went through, Rhino wins for me. Rhino's number 1, and the rest of them I'll tell you very shortly. I think my list is going to go like this. Rhino 1, Bat 2, Hummingbird 3, then now let's get into the rest. Since we're all here, we have a little time. So yeah, Rhino 1, Bat 2, Hummingbird 3. Let's see. Which one's this? Macaw. We got Panda. I think it's Nightingale's 4th. No, wait. I think the new formula of Beaver's 4th. Nightingale's 5th. No. 4th is the new formula of Beaver. 5th is the old formula of Beaver. 6th is Nightingale. 7th is Macaw, and 8th is um, 8th is Panda. There we go. That's my list. But come on, see me, look at me. I'm not that ugly. There we go. Okay, but even the 8th is still within the realm of enjoyment that I rarely have for fragrances that I've came across. Like, all 8 of these definitely have a place in my heart already, between the passion, the art behind it, and just the smell and how different it is and how enjoyable it is. But for me, I'm already leaning towards a purchase. I'm not even leaning. If I'm gonna buy a fragrance, I'm getting Rhino, and I might even see about Bat and Hummingbird. But Rhino is that's right up my alley. So, but thank you again, Victor from Zoologist and the whole Zoologist, for giving me these fragrances, these samples. They're all truly outstanding. I'm so grateful, and I'm really happy to be back doing videos for the time being. This video coming back with these fragrances, because honestly, it's really great. It's just they're all just perfect fragrances. Not even perfect. That's too much. I'm not gonna go that crazy. They're both okay. They're perfect in illustrating why we're in the fragrance game, why we do fragrances, why we love fragrances, because of fragrances like this. It's a perfect illustration for me. So it's been 32 minutes. This might be my longest video ever, so I'm going to call it at that. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Zoologist. Thank you so much. These are all my pleasure. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone enjoyed watching. And thank you so much. Have a great day or night. I'm not time zone prejudiced. Thank you.